General cargo really has different flag options. We have those that really going for Cyprus is the in thing to do because you can sign an agreement. IBF, London, we Candina are members of, and then there is this option which is Malta is number 3. This is the bronze medal, so we have the gold which is Cyprus, and then we have Malta. Malta is where I can do things differently. Let's differentiate our company from that. But you're cutting from many other different countries. The most open registry is Cyprus for example, it allows endorsements from all the Maghreb area. If you ship straight to Maghreb, then why we need to bring ASEANs? This is something that really is not even the 4th place, it's the 5th place that starting to think about it. And then the 3rd place is the Madeira. The Madeira is like, oh, I don't need to go to London to sign ITF agreement. I go to Lisbon. Yeah, then I can have this differentiated ITF agreement that it is really a Lisbon, Portugal agreement that everybody is doing differentiate, but it's the same thing because it's this ITF, but it is a different father and mother. It's like a divorce kind of issue, and then let's do that because it's a very intelligent thing to do. But then there is others that think, well, what if we do have the Spanish flag and we have the top 4 speaking English and the rest speaking Spanish? We are 20% less competitive according to money, but what advantage do we have? Number 1, there is about 400 Spanish cadets. If I am a cargo company from Switzerland, a cargo company from Europe, a cargo company from Africa, from America, and the cargo is going to be around Europe, around Spain, I am a really corporate social responsible company, environment, social governance company, transparent company. I like to invest in the goodwill of my company because I am a responsible company. This is a cargo major that I really like to invest in having 400 Spanish cadets. Well, isn't that nice, isn't it? How much is the value of having those cadets taking your company to the world final and winning the world champion? Well, think about it. You need a trainer, don't you? Someone from Bilbao. Let's see who that could be. Then, what is the other competitive advantage? We have a 2-1 ratio of retirement. So the top officers will stay for long. Why? Because now we have a 4-2 roster, and then those rosters will be 2-1 roster. You can cut the length of the contract, 0 transport cost, so that 20% is the 20% you are going to have a saving in the travel expenses, which are going to grow, and the Schengen visas are going to be more complicated and so on, because Europe is like 25 chickens with no head running about who has this Schengen. Well, in Spain, we're going to regularize 500,000 new Spanish, but now it seems to be 1.2 million. They just don't know. So is that advantage? Yes. Why? Because the Spanish flag employees are already in Spain. Spanish language. We have new seafarers from Colombia, from Venezuela, from Cuba living here. They don't need the Schengen, and so on. And therefore, it is a huge competitive advantage. Then we also have the cadet. Then we have the boots-on system. What is the boots-on system? Many ship owners calling Candina for emergency need a chief engineer, emergency need a second engineer, emergency need... Well, we said in Candina, stop. No more emergencies. Please, give me your fleet, ship owner. 15 years contract. That's nice. Why? Because if you have a system that you're playing the world final and you don't have this goalkeeper because you must bring it from somewhere, it's going to cost you 5,000 euros and 4 months Schengen visa, then why don't you know that you really lost the match? Why are you making this selection and taking them to the USA to play football? Why don't you stay home? Then, is this the selection or the solution? Yeah, this is the solution. You need 50% Spanish crew with the boots ready to join to win the match, the final. Is this important? Well, now every day is becoming more and more important. So if you do have a general cargo around Spain, you're thinking that this 20% is more expensive, think about it when you don't have the goalie in the penalties. Thank you. Bye.